venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002. There's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Chicago Bears. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. At their own 21-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Now Jones. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they're going to face a third down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing Jones, eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Patriots send out their punter. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. This defense for the Patriots, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Fields on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 47-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From midfield now on 2nd down. Jones. Man open. That's Byron Pringle complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Byron Pringle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
Do you almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Off-play action, Fields. They'll roll him out right. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's caught once again by Gallup. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Touchdown, Bears! A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones, flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. 7-7, our score after 1. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. A give. This is Montgomery.
I I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run, Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Joe Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jones throw taken in by Bourne. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Jones on the screen. This is Edmonds. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry there to make the grab. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Chase Edmonds His second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this is caught at the 8. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Fields. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Fields. Open man. He finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Jones now throwing on first down. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And out across midfield down to the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Joejuan Williams. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there
is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now left side on the swing pass. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Jones on third down, escaping the pressure right. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Pringle. And they'll get this down to the 10.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and under pressure. They got him again. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Back to throw, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Joejuan Williams. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they run with Edmonds. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st down, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's brought down. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well.
1st down, Bears.
Fields throwing again. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know that.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Fields. That's caught by Montgomery. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? They'll look to throw. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Fields now to throw. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. He's got Mooney. A gain of 6 there on first. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big gain.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. They'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Being chased out left. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The two-point conversion to get this thing tied.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Jones. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. Now a give to Edmonds. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. He got it. He missed. missed his lone attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And it'll be a good time in the Back Bay tonight. The Patriots have